How's it going, guys? I wanted to do a little bit of a review on this Coleman Max backpacking or lightweight stove that I picked up. I rolled a little bit of it into my last video where I went on a day hike and made a mountain house, but I kind of wanted to do its own review just to go over some of the features of the stove and what I like about it. Now, off the bat, the stove's pretty compact. I find it's about 6.5 ounces, which I weighed on my scale. I'll show that on here. But it's pretty lightweight. It's not going to be quite as lightweight as, I don't know, the stove such as the, I'm forgetting now, the MSR Pocket Rocket that a lot of people seem to like. And that stove you can pick up for around $39.99, $40. But this Coleman Max stove, you're going to be able to pick up for about $24. So I think it's a good compromise between size, weight, and price. So it's extremely high value. Now, on top of the burner, you have these kind of clips that you can open up like so to rest your pot on. I really like that. That gives you a chance to compact it when you're storing it in your backpack. One thing it does not have, though, is it does not have a carrying case or pouch or anything like that. So if you're going to carry it, you're going to have to find a way or develop something to put it in, because if you just stick it in your backpack, it'll get caught on some things. It has some sharp edges and you might not want that. I just kind of throw it in a cloth pouch that I have, and it seems to work all right. Now, as far as the boiling time on this, I was able to boil, I think it was a 1-quart saucepan, a little titanium bottom coated hiking pan. I think it was 4 minutes and 30 seconds or somewhere around there. Now, as far as fuel for this stove, it takes the Coleman propane or butane mixture, and I have one of these large canisters right here, but I think they make them in a smaller canister, and the fuel lasts a long time. Because one of the features I really like about this stove is that you can simmer. You can turn the heat down extremely low, so that if you're cooking something and you want to just keep it warm, but not, say you're boiling water and you just want hot water and not boiling water, you could turn the heat down and just allow it to simmer at its current heat level. And not all stoves do that, so I really like that feature about this stove, and you can really make your fuel last a long time. I also find that the stove is extremely easy to light, and it's relatively easy as well to turn and adjust the burner setting or your flame setting. It's nice, smooth operation. Haven't had any issues with it, and I think that the valve or the control knob is made really well. It's really sturdy. There's no unnecessary movement of it, so I think it's made and built very well. Now, there's also a metal shield to kind of block your hands from the heat right here. So if you were adjusting the flame setting, the heat setting, kind of blocks your fingers from the flame up here, which is a nice feature. It really helps from burning yourself, because it gets extremely hot when this stove is going. And that's one feature that not all ultra lightweight stoves have, so I really like having that on this stove. Now, I've used this one a few times, and you can see the wear on it, kind of the discoloration on the metal as you use it. But I'd say I'd used it 5 times at least, and it works fine. It works really well. I'm not worried about durability or reliability. I haven't noticed any issues with it at all. And so that's why I'm recommending it. What I really like using mine for is I use it kind of as an emergency kit stove in my truck. And I have just some basic items and a little bit of food with me, just in case I was to break down overnight. Because I do travel in the backcountry several times per week late at night. So if I ever get stuck out there, I can just cook up a mountain house dinner or a little bit of food, and it's nice to have that comfort, especially if it's cold outside. But that's what I would recommend this stove for in an emergency kit, or also as what it's intended for, a backpacking stove. The total weight of this Coleman Max stove is about 6.5 ounces by itself. Now, if you throw the fuel cartridge on there as well, I'll go ahead and measure the one that I have, which is the largest one. I think. That's going to be about 11.4 ounces. So overall, you're looking at 17, 18 ounces if you were to carry the stove and the fuel canister. But that's really a small compromise to make if you want to have a hot meal or a way to cook up some food. As I said before, it's not the lightest on the market, but you still get a good balance of size and weight for the price that you pay. Again, this is only about $24, maybe $25 if you order it from Walmart, which is where I got mine. And I actually got it a little bit cheaper because it was an open box item. But I think it's a really small investment for a great lightweight backpacking stove or one to put in your emergency kit. And thanks for watching. Hope you guys pick one up if you can. See you later.